giving my 2 cents on race and segregation in America. One, I think that we have not been told the whole truth. We've been taught half truths about the foundation and the role that slavery has played, and the role segregation has played, and the role and the intention to avoid or not allow or to adopt a full philosophy as a country that the Black American is not going to advance. All of our systems have been put in place to not allow advancement of the Black American. I don't think we really accept that. We're always like, oh, it's not slave times anymore. Or, oh, we can drink out of the same water fountains. But like I put something up today, like housing policies of the 30s. Still today, Black people are having to get interest loans and mortgages at a higher rate than white Americans. Still today. I mean, like these things haven't changed. In the 60s, I mean, 70s, you couldn't buy your own homes. So the government created these places for us to live. Now we call the projects, that kept us separate because white Americans, rich white Americans, or well-off white Americans, or middle class, they didn't want to be in the same communities as us. So the government created a space. Yeah, that's not slavery, but it's not allowing the advancement. It's not allowing opportunities to be equal across the board. And therefore, that impacts our education system. And therefore, that impacts the way we value ourselves and how important we think we are, because there's always across the tracks, there's always something that looks better than where we are in our community. So it's affecting our psyche. It's also wrong. Right? It's systemically wrong. And even today, these things have left a ripple effect in our communities, in our societies. And we wonder why, all of these Black people in this community killing each other and robbing each other. They're hopeless. They're broken. They don't have anything. They don't have anything to look forward to. They're trying to fight and kill each other just to gain a little bit of advantage. And maybe some of the advantage for them is just the power, or maybe what they feel is gives them credibility and validation. Our educational system, like we're not teaching the truths in our educational systems. We're teaching everybody that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves and Martin Luther King came and segregation ended, and the end. So we got two heroes. We got a Black hero, we got a white hero. Let's all celebrate. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? That's not the end. Was it the end? And now in our world, when we see riots, when we see, police officers killing unarmed Black men, when we see statistics from the opportunities that are provided, even if it's from how many Black men attend a college university versus how many white men will, or how many white women will, or you see all these numbers, and some things are like, oh, that's weird. Oh, I wonder why that's happening. I wonder why we got these, guys on TV right now just yelling all this racist stuff. That's weird. No, because there's an underlying theme of hate within our system. There's an underlying theme of inequality. There's an underlying thing of, like, we will remain the powerful group. We will remain supreme. And anything that tries to threaten that will have to, like, take a back seat. You will have to die. We will fix these laws. We will fix these rules. We'll fix this path where you don't get in front ever. And I don't think we all have knowledge of that, how all of these things have a ripple effect. I mean, yes, it's powerful that it was against the law for a Black man to learn how to read and write. I mean, it was against the law. It was the law. You cannot learn how to read and write, Black man. All you will do is work with your hands. That's all you will do. You'll know how to work with your hands. You cannot learn how to read and write, Black woman. You will be a seamstress. You will fold clothes. You will cook. You will work in the kitchen. You can only do domestic work. You don't think that has a ripple effect? You don't think that has a domino effect? And you don't think these systems that have been put in place all along to keep our color people, Black, brown people in America from advancing, you don't think this mass incarceration and our prison systems becoming the new form of slavery? I've worked on a college campus for 14 years. You know what? I've heard a lot of people say, education is for the elite. You can't get that kid in here. You can't get that kid in here. All of these universities got diversity issues. Less than 10% minorities on campus, and that's including the blacks, the Asians, Korean. They mix those up. Hispanic, Italian. They put them all in there, all the internationals, and that's less than 10% of the college campus. Yeah, and you think that things aren't still bad? I know a lot of black kids that want to go to college. I know a lot of them want to go to different schools. HBCUs are important because of that, because white admissions offices and white processes and procedures at these other universities aren't fit to let them in. And I've been face to face with those conversations. And have it not been for basketball or football or our ability to run track or do some sort of thing within the arts, they wouldn't even see fit to give us an opportunity then. But guess what? If you can assume that a black man walking down the street with a hoodie on is capable of killing everybody in the neighborhood so he doesn't deserve to live anymore, then why not assume that the same black man can get the degree requirements and course requirements fit in order to graduate college? Why can't we go and get a business loan? Like, people talk all this stuff. I've read a lot of books, and even the wealthiest of people, it's like, if you listen and study them, they say it. I had a lot of money and I still didn't get a loan. I had a lot of money in the bank. My company, my business, I didn't even call it names. My company and my business was very lucrative, made a lot of money, and I still couldn't get a loan. And I still had to find a gray area in order to put my business in the best position to continue to succeed. These are wealthy African Americans. These are the ones who aren't dwelling on what went wrong and, man, they should get over it. Nothing's stopping you. Yeah, nothing's stopping us. Nothing's stopping me. I'm good. But I need you to be educated on the truth and stop acting like it's not something that we have to sleep with. Don't do that. Don't do that. Have some empathy. Have some understanding. Try to educate yourself on all of the steps and things that we got to try to work around in order to end up at the same place as someone else. What's happening in Charlottesville is what's been happening. We're walking and living this life every day. You're trying to advance as an African American, you're going to hit walls and you're going to hit things that the other person might not run into. And I know that because I've been in the academic world for a long time, and I've heard the conversations. I've seen it with my own eyes. I fought some battles about getting minority young girls into school. And they graduate at a higher rate than the regular student body. And there's no adjustment. It's just the process. We just don't. This is the way we operate. This is our system. And the system has been designed. The system has been designed and created from housing policies, the way we're educated, to the way we live, to what we get to eat, to the guns and alcohol in our communities. All of those things. They've been designed to not allow us to advance. Stop ignoring that fact. Stop ignoring that fact. Show some empathy, show some compassion, and spread love. Defend the idea of Black American, Asian American, Hispanics, everybody having the same equal opportunity to succeed. Much love.